We should be live now.
Are we?
Yeah. Just moving the mic over here.
Nice.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on,
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
everybody?
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Hi.
There's a lot of people. We gotta say hello to all of them.
I'm just okay. I
You
was sending a
texting?
mess- No, I had to send a message really quick. So Clint, you just got back from what were you? You were traveling. Around.
Yeah. I was like kind of back into my old job a little bit, except I wasn't riding. I was taking ramps around and doing freestyle motocross shows, and I was just announcing. So I'm trying to get into announcing and telling jokes at people.
Do you have a good announcer voice?
It's just like this.
Oh, just
No,
that. You don't
no,
have like
I do a little bit.
ladies and gentlemen, like
No,
you know,
I don't do that. I do when they're like running at the ramp, because you're like, people are kind of like, you gotta direct them a little bit. So you're like, all right, when he turns at the ramp, make some noise. And they're like, ah.
Can you do like what is it, the big monster truck, sort of like the
Sunday.
we're gonna get the big trucks ready.
It would be fantastic to be able to do that during stand up, just like direct people to laugh.
Yeah. All right, give me a hand.
Yeah.
And
Do
they're like,
that.
Yeah.
Try that tonight.
So I'll just break into announcer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how you do it. You just force them.
I mean, it works especially with hosting. Like Heather was kind of Heather, who also hosts a mic in Upper Nyack Grill. She was like just announcing people like she was a wrestling announcer. So like, coming to the stage, Yusef.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard a person say my last name with as much luster as Heather does. It's fantastic.
It was just that night.
No, every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every time she.
There was one time she took a whole, like, me coming up there was just Chris, and then, like, I grabbed the mic and she started going into the Gassler, and it, like, blew out my ears next to the speakers. She goes really loud with that.
Yeah.
She has a very powerful voice.
Yeah.
A powerful voice. I think I have like a very like low voice where it's hard to hear. I think a lot of times people are like, "Huh?"
You're the bottom octave. You can't get any lower.
Make some noise.
That is very low. That is.
Can you do the Joe Swanson voice from, or Crunk from Cusco?
I don't know what that is.
What's his name? Patrick Warburton?
You
Just
said
age
you said
myself.
you said from Cusco. You're talking about the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cusco is the name of the emperor.
Does everybody not know that movie? Empire, like the Empire.
The Empire.
The Emperor's New Groove?
No, I feel like it's an animated movie.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I don't know it.
Oh, okay, I like that movie.
It stars David Spade and Patrick
Yeah.
Warburton.
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Forgot about David Spade. He was the emperor, right?
Make sure you speak up so that
Yeah.
the mic catches you.
Word.
Use your announcer voices this whole time.
Yeah, practice your announcer voice, Yusef.
Announcing for what?
Whatever. Bring Mercedes to the stage.
Yeah.
Even just that what sounded like a commercial. That was pretty good.
It's not like a car commercial.
Yeah.
Thank
yeah.
you.
There
I'll
you go.
keep it up. Listen to this podcast.
Nissan dealer.
Word,
There
I
you
would
go.
definitely waste a bunch of your time and then not buy something from you.
That's all you can hope for, right? As a salesman. Time wasted.
Like I did at Taco Bell. In
What?
the drive-thru.
Have you guys ever been to like North Carolina or Louisiana or?
No, I went to Virginia and North Carolina, but in Virginia they had like just lard on a stick they were serving there.
This is
That was
what I was
pretty
gonna
neat.
ask. What have
Oh,
you
if I
guys
tried the
seen?
lard on a stick, yeah. No, I didn't try it.
No, that wasn't my direct question, but just like, did you have barbecue?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember it though.
Then it wasn't that good, huh?
Yeah.
You weren't like, this is the barbecue.
Yeah, not really.
You know, different areas have slightly different barbecue. Like Memphis is dry rub.
I heard Las Vegas is crazy.
I don't know. I don't remember any from
I
Vegas.
feel like barbecue's supposed to have sauce. It's like in the name.
Oh yeah,
And barbecue sauce. They just named the sauce after it.
well, you can't have a barbecue without sauce.
Yeah, I'm with Chris on this. Yeah.
So then,
Wait.
They have. I got served like a pulled pork sandwich with like no sauce on it once from a barbecue place, and I was like really angry.
Well,
about
they
it.
probably had bottles there so you could pepper it up
Yeah,
yourself,
they had
right?
to. You might have just missed the
No.
bottles. There was no way they would just leave
No,
it
it was
plain
just-
meat.
Yeah, it was plain meat.
That place sucked.
They dry meated him.
Ooh.
Well, they have dry rub like stuff like at Buffalo Wild Wings. I wouldn't get that. I like to have a saucy wing versus a dry wing.
How many?
The dry stuff is good too, though. But like I said, that's more of a Memphis deal. Vinegar-based barbecue sauces is North Carolina, and they also do their like if you get a pulled pork sandwich, they're gonna put the coleslaw on the sandwich.
Yeah, that's what
Which is
they
good.
did, but it was still dry meat.
Yeah, there had to have been sauce somewhere, so there's probably a spicy and a sweet. Could have jazzed it up. I'd drown that motherfucker.
You like a lot of sauce on stuff typically. You like to drench
yeah, it
stuff.
has to
No, I don't.
sauce on everything.
But barbecue, especially a good barbecue sauce.
There's some people that just like to put sauce like on everything, like way too much.
That's me.
You do that?
Yeah.
He gets a salad and then has 1,000 calories of dressing on it.
I appreciate that you'd think I'd get a salad. That's
I
Giving
that
you the
chocolate
benefit
milk
of the
was
doubt.
a vegetable thing. I was like proud of you.
eggplant isn't really a vegetable. That doesn't count. It's not
Sure it
healthy.
does.
I know eggplant counts.
It's not healthy in any kind.
Well, just as long as you're not having it fried.
Oh, it's always fried. How do you?
Yeah, but that's even
You can
better
just
than
make
just,
it without frying it.
that's better than just having like pizza, probably even, because that's just straight like processed flour carbs.
Yeah,
I would rather eat a fried vegetable.
that's true. But like eggplant's just a meat, like the way it tastes.
It's a meat, the way
It's
it
totally,
tastes.
it's totally a meat.
Eggplant is probably the meat of the vegetables.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like the steak.
Do you know what eggplant is?
Yeah, I love egg.
Mouillon?
I'm not trying to. Yeah, fuck you, man. That was a
No, that's
racist
what
joke.
eggplant is.
Oh, I thought that was just what black people
If-
call
if
it.
If eggplant was
That's what
was the
Italians
pork
call it.
of vegetables, then we could steer Yusef away from eggplant. That would be.
What's the pork
Wait,
of
do you not eat
vegetables?
pork?
No,
That's the one thing he's
No,
held
like
on
you
to.
do eat pork?
I've eaten it a couple times, like on purpose, and it just fucks up my stomach real bad. So I just stay away from it.
I'm similar. Yeah.
Really?
I'm so
Like there's
sorry
some.
for you guys.
Well, think about it.
Oh,
Think about it.
Callahan
If,
pork roll?
God, these guys.
but
Ever have
think
a
about.
hobo?
But think about like why that makes sense. Like especially for Jews and Muslims, because like if a people consciously for generations and generations have decided to steer away from meat,
Yeah.
I
at
thought that
some
was part of the
point.
rules, though. Like,
Right,
you-
it is. But I'm saying at some point, physically, their descendants won't even be able to handle those types of food.
Yeah.
They should act on this now then and be like, all right, we have to make a rule that you can only eat this.
No, you have to eat.
You have to eat that for a few
at
generations
least a
to
certain
balance it
amount.
out.
Yeah.
You have to.
Just
You
reintroducing
gotta
it
do
back to the diet. Some of you guys
gotta
got
do
to
it.
suffer so that your grandchildren can enjoy bacon.
That's why the people with the peanut allergies, they gotta start eating peanuts. You
Yeah.
gotta get into that.
Think about that.
Build up your tolerance to peanuts.
Think about like the definition of poison, and to some people, peanuts is that.
Fuck those people. Most people that I know have a peanut allergy. They actually deserve to die.
They
Yeah.
deserve
You know who
that
I'm
peanut
talking
allergy.
about. We won't say his name.
Oh, I don't.
You
I
just
have
suck
peanuts
peanuts.
right over there if you want to. I just have like 5 bags of Planters if you want to just throw them everywhere.
That's crazy. That's a viable thing. You could
So
kill
I
somebody
have-
with peanuts.
And you would be charged if you knew that they had a peanut allergy. You
Yeah.
would be charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
For sure. With a deadly
A deadly nut.
legume.
You have a deadly nut.
Is it a nut?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no, it's a
I
nut.
was thinking it was a legume. A legume.
Guys, I'm really proud of us. We had Dry Meat and Deadly Nut, and we went like 12 minutes without a dick joke. Like I think
Do you think
we're
it's
all
been 12 minutes? Are you good at timing like that now? I still haven't gotten down the timing in my
maybe
head
it's
sort of
12
thing.
minutes.
10.
I'm not.
That's
far off.
07.
That's pretty good though. Like, you know how some people can tell like they
And
did
you-
5 minutes, they don't need the light.
Yeah.
Some people have that skill. I don't have. I don't. I'll just keep going.
I'm sure you're just not far enough into it yet. Eventually
Yeah.
you'll develop that, I'm sure.
I technically reached my first year. Of,
Yusef's the one
doing
person
stand-up.
following us.
oh
I
yeah.
just unclicked it.
Nobody's watching.
Yeah, I just finished my first year though. But I was telling Brandon, it's technically like it's like 4 months or 5 months, however long I've known you guys. Because like I didn't really start like hitting mics hard like I have
Yeah.
for like 6 or 7 months. I just went like one mic this month, another mic that month.
Yeah, so actually that's a good thing to
I
talk
don't know if
about.
I can count that.
In the beginning of comedy, like, how many times did you guys go up in the beginning? Like, me, myself, it was like that, yeah, like a once a month thing.
Yeah,
and
that's just a trend.
I wouldn't even think about going up more than, I was like, yeah, I'm fucking being a comedian, going up
I
once a
thought,
month.
I thought I was like ahead of the game. In my head, I was like, shit.
I did once a week for a little while, and then at just some random at a bar in I think Jersey City, and then on Monday nights, and then I only did Dangerfield's Bringer once a month, and that sucked the most because then you were just rusty as fuck every time you showed up to one. And then, like, same thing, once I started seeing you guys and hanging out with you guys, that's when I just started doing them, like, 3 or 4 nights a week, and now we're to the point where we do whatever, 4 to...
You were the main reason I started doing mics a lot.
Oh, thank you.
I remember
Yes.
you started and you were already doing all the mics you could at the same time.
I just like I don't even know if that's like necessarily right. Like, not to say that like there's a right or even wrong way to go about things, but like
I remember there was a conversation we had like where I said like I'd been doing it for 6 months, and you were like you asked me how much I go up, and I was like maybe like once a month, and you were like or twice a month now. I was like proud of that, and you were like I go to like at least 6 a week. And I was like, oh.
I don't know. I feel like I knew that that's like how you had to approach it just from like the get go, but I was like really scared to do that for a long time.
Yeah, but you still did it though.
Yeah.
To do comedy at all, or to do a bunch?
I guess
Just comedy at all.
Well, like
just to be as serious about
when
it
did you
as it was.
when did you guys like start like writing jokes? Like
Middle school.
yeah, exactly.
When
Like,
I
was
decided
like
I was
writing.
going to do comedy.
Yeah. Oh, which is
Which is like 2 years ago. Thanksgiving will be 2 years.
I was gonna say deciding when to do comedy was like in middle school, so I thought
No.
you were I writing jokes in a shitty notebook, in a shitty like Pepsi Cola notebook in 7th grade, and then just like the longest time of because when you're a kid you have no fucking idea how to even go about it, and then even when you're an adult, I always knew I had to like have a job and like figure out finances that way before I could even like
Yeah, exactly.
start doing it. And that like even in our conversations day to day, like where I'm like slowly figuring out my employment situation is like that's like a realization I'm having like currently, you know, and how to juggle that with comedy, and plus like where you have to be like emotionally or whatever.
Yeah.
For what, to work or to do comedy?
Well, both.
Emotionally,
Both.
for
Yeah.
comedy, you gotta be fucked up. No?
It's not
I don't know. I
necessarily.
thought we were talking like schedule wise. Like you
Yeah,
have to have
no,
a
we're
very
talking
balanced
just, like-
schedule.
Yeah.
Like most, I don't have much free time to like. I don't play video games anymore, and I used to be playing all the time,
Oh, yeah.
like
Same
with
thing.
work and everything. Like I thought I had stuff down before, and now it's like, now I really have no time.
When did you start thinking about becoming a comedian and writing jokes and stuff?
For me, it was like 2 years about 2 years ago, I wanted to do it, and then it took me about a good 6, 7 months to finally look up open mics, and then I just didn't even know there were like ways to find comedy only open mics. I thought they were basically just
that's what I thought too.
music ones, and I would do those, in the beginning once a month for like the first 3, 4 months, and then I found a weekly one, and I would do that for about 4 or 5 months, and then just actually finally not getting pissed off about how terrible my set was. I'd finally hang out at the end with the comedians and be like, do you guys know any other mics? And they would tell me different places. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll go to that next week. And I just kept procrastinating it. But then, like we all did when we started hanging out with Brandon and seeing how much he did it, that's what really helped out, because the more you do it, I would always get too nervous to kind of do it in the beginning. Like every time I would do once a week, it'd be like, oh fuck, it's Wednesday again. I got to do another open
the
mic.
anxiety. Yeah, because you knew you wanted to do it, but it's so like much pressure inside because you're not used to stage.
But that was like literally that like first to second week before I like just started going out was that week that I met you actually.
Yeah.
At Rivara's when nothing like the mic didn't even go off.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even done a set yet. So I had no idea who to talk to or anything. And then when I finally did, I waited a whole week to go to Styx. And then when I went to Styx, I just like talked to Nick right after my set. And he was like, oh, come to this place on Friday. And so I went to the place on Friday. And then there, I didn't want to wait for him to be like, oh, come to this next place. I was just like, where do you find out to go to the places? And he was like, oh, go here and here. And then I just started like literally going... following that list every day to like where the closest ones would be, and then like figuring out from other people where other lists were, like this was like the New Jersey list, and then eventually finding out the like Hudson Valley list because we're not that far.
Yeah.
And eventually like someone else told me about like badslava.com and just a lot of invading and asking questions that I didn't feel comfortable to ask.
It's all about who you know, though. Like, and people have that information.
Oh yeah, because I remember like the very first time I met Mark, and especially knowing like how Mark is as a person now, I thought he was being a dick to me because I just like asked him. I was like so how do you I didn't even finish the question, just at the thought of, like, asking a question, he was like, I can't tell you how to do it, man. And I didn't know he was, like, fucking with me, obviously. But I just wanted to know, like, where do I need to go? And is there any way I can do this without fucking crossing the bridge every single day?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, that the only comedy mics were those bringers in New York for a while. So I was doing the one, like music one basically that he let me do comedy at, which he used to let me go as long as I wanted. And then I would do the bringers, but those are so expensive, and living out here, or especially out where I am, it's like to get 5 or 6 people to go all the way in the city is such a pain in the ass. I don't have that many friends that are going to come and do this shit with me, especially all the time, so...
Oh yeah, yeah. I have friends upstate. A friend of mine was like, man, I'll come to your mics, dude. I was like, dude, don't even fucking bother. Like, don't even come to like my first show or whatever. Just come to, I don't know, shit that's a year from now or whatever.
What do you guys think about bringer shows? Cause oh shit,
what happened?
I think it's still going on, but it might have had a little pause.
It's a good time to check your phone.
Said we weren't logged in.
Oh, tell me, did we just do all of that?
Yeah.
No, we're still online.
No, it's still...
It's like bringer shows is what canceled out the mic.
Yeah.
Like, Yusef, don't talk shit.
Did we just do all of that?
No, we're still online. No, it's still... I'll just close it so we don't have all that reverb. Anyway, it's still up.
Alright,
Here,
cool.
I'll close this down, and then we can just see the broadcasting stuff over here. And then, if in any event, it'll still be recorded, because this is being recorded, and then I can post that up anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
no worries. I think that, as much as I get it, I get the whole deal with it, and it's a hustle, but, like, I don't want to have to do that, because they always call you, and they're like, hey, you need so many people. Do you have your people? Do you have your people? I don't want to have to be like that. I would rather do, like, I would never set it up so that people had to bring a certain amount of people. I mean, I guess all it is it's ensuring them a crowd, because I'm sure the deal is they have the room, they have a minimum so that the room gets that amount of money, that it's a time that they wouldn't have anything, so they're filling the room for whatever 5 o'clock show, which they would never have. The promoter gets the ticket sales, so the promoter's like trying to get everybody to get as many people in, because he's going to get, the more money people come in, the more money he makes. I'm sure he has a couple of paid comedians that he has to pay them, so he has to make that money, and then on top of that so that he can make money. But and it is what it is. If I do them now, I do ones where there's supposed to be bookers there or something, where I can get in front of somebody at least. But it's not my type of hustle. I don't want to have to force people to bring people,
Mm.
Yeah, because I never did a bringer show, but it's only because I have, like, really unreliable friends. Like, a lot of them, they'll be like, yeah, I'll come.
If you don't have the amount, they'll ask you, they'll let you slide. Because you showing up with 3 or 4 people versus 6 is still better than not showing up at all, than telling you, oh, you can't come because you don't have 6 people. They're still losing whatever it is, 4 times 15 or 20. You know what I mean?
Word.
Oh, really? I've definitely, I've been offered so many bringers, and I just didn't have people, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not coming, and I just didn't go at all. I didn't know that you were just supposed, I didn't know you were supposed to just still show up and be like, well, I got no one with me, but give me time.
Well, so I did one, and everybody bailed on me, and they was not happy about that. But if you're short, as long as you're still bringing people, a couple of people, you'll be all right. If I'm doing that on my side, if I'm the promoter, like I said, even if you bring 2 people and that's an extra $40, that's cool with me. I'm good with the extra $40 versus not having that $40.
See, it just feels like, at least for me, it feels like counterintuitive to what you wanted to do with your comedy. Because I'm doing this for myself, but the idea was like, eventually I want to bring my friends to watch me, but I don't want to make them pay for it. That, to me, that just seems...
Yeah.
You know what?
But even if it's
I feel like
show,
you understand what I'm saying.
But
yeah.
even if
I only did one bringer, and I felt weird about that. So.
Because they're charging your friends, and it's not like even you're getting anything from it.
Well, that's the thing. So then, if you're doing a normal show, and you want people to come, and they're going to charge, you still want your friends to come, and they should, to support you. That's what a draw is. If you have a bunch of people that follow you around and go to all your comedy shows, then you're more appealing to a promoter or to a club or whatever. I mean, so...
But that fans, not friends.
Right, that's the...
Isn't that... Yeah.
But that's where you start. You have to start there.
Maybe, yeah, that's how they have to view it.
I guess. It just... That does feel kind of... That doesn't feel right.
Yeah, but I understand it, though.
Yeah.
Like, say we put a show together and everybody's getting a rip-off of ticket sales. Everybody can't go, oh, my friends are... this is just my friend. Don't worry. And then if it was just all us, everybody that was there would be our friends. We wouldn't make any money. We can just do a comedy show at a friend's party. How about do that? Just set up a comedy show at one of your friends' house parties, and then they can all see you for free.
But you would totally do that, though. That sounds like so much fun. So you're proving my point. Like, yeah, just do that.
Well, but that is a good tool to create a fan base, though, I would think. Because people will go, oh, I enjoy comedy, and I have this friend, or I know this person, and I'd like to go and, watch other people. But at some point, somebody's going to have to pay, or this whole system doesn't work. It's hard to generate money off of free comedy shows.
Yeah.
Unless the venue's paying for it. But in the same event, you're still gonna... The more people you can draw in, the more they're likely to have you.
Exactly.
I guess if it's a free event, yeah, but...
Guys, healthcare and college are not free. All right.
Neither are comedy shows, motherfucker.
Unless you're on Laugh It Up Tuesday.
Yeah.
There are some.
Also,
Tomorrow
art isn't
night.
free.
That's
Huh?
right.
Art isn't free either. Like just,
Art is.
This is art too. Like,
Well,
this is like a type of art.
It's free to watch it. It's just not free to own it.
Yeah.
So like if we start recording our shit and then be like, hey, did you guys like my set last night? Buy this USB flash drive for $5 with my 5 minutes.
I would just do like 50 cents.
As an artist, I get that a lot though. Like people online and stuff, like asking for like free art, and it's just you
Yeah,
can't.
this
like
is
that's my
hours
job.
of time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's anything.
Dude, that's why when, in any interaction I see, if someone's like,
No, I usually will stop it.
yeah.
Or I'll like
you have
address,
to.
it, not stop it, because I do want to like do work with people.
Yeah, but it's.
You just got to send them a sheet and go, these are my rates.
Yeah.
These are the hourly rates.
Yeah.
That's how I would handle it.
How do you do it with
I do
frames?
hourly.
Oh, really?
Well, some places do frames, but it's probably paying better if it's doing by frame.
So do you just you log your time on a sheet and they trust you?
Yeah, or they could have like a stamped in like sort of like clock in system.
Oh.
Online.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I even know what you're talking about. 'Cause I
Yeah,
had
they
a
have
job
all
that,
stuff for that.
So you do clock in at a
It's on
job.
there.
It's just at your
Yeah,
leisure,
watchers.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Who's
Okay.
watching?
So
That sucks though. So
All
they
right.
don't pay you for any of
We got
your,
questions.
we have questions?
not really questions. So
Oh.
basically, we're gonna go ahead and talk to you people who are watching. Patrick wants us to do some drugs, and then Paul, No Filter Paul, is saying that bigger clubs will not put you on unless you have the correct amount, such as Dangerfield and Evans shows. Thank you for telling us that. I don't want to do any shows.
That's
there
what I
anyway.
figured. But yeah. It
And
seems
then-
to make it would make sense that you have
Guys, No Filter Paul is the sweetest, nicest, gross guy you have ever met in your life. He really is.
Why is he
And
gross?
What just he is the most caring asshole you have ever met. and that question shows it there. That statement, giving us valuable information. He was the Lori Beth Dimberg of this situation.
Well, I've
too
definitely
obscure?
been a
Alright.
guy or two short at Dangerfields and gone on.
So Patrick wants us all to smoke salvia at the same time, and then Luisito Pahuacara is saying greetings from Peru. Thank you for watching from Peru.
Hola, that's probably like somebody that came to a freestyle motocross show, like friggin'
That's awesome.
Oh, I just
10 years
ago.
ago.
Immediately assumed it was like a pyramid scheme person.
No,
With
that's
that
probably,
kind of name, and they're from Peru.
No,
that's
that's
like a really
probably-
good. That's like a really good country to stage your fake company in.
That's probably really somebody that probably just follows me because of motocross.
Well, I hope I didn't offend you, Peruvian. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's how you
wow!
say it.
like the
I want
Peruvian
every.
puff
I was
pepper.
just gonna say I want to say pepper every time I say
Yeah, from
Peruvian.
Drake and Josh.
Yeah,
Paul says he loves you.
gay.
I love Drake and Josh.
Me too. Drake and
Yeah.
Josh was.
The Dan Schneider shows. You know he has a huge foot fetish.
Does he really?
Like he included like what's the iCarly girls and Victoria. Like they would all would have to have their feet out. Like there's a whole thing. And like Nickelodeon recently fired him, but they gave him like a huge bonus and not don't talk about it money.
Now that I think about it, there's just like an abundance of sockless feet
For
on
a
his
while,
TV
he
shows,
basically
isn't there?
had there was only live shows for a little bit, and SpongeBob, and probably Fairly Odd Parents, but he was so prevalent. They changed the logo for a little bit, and it used to be like a splatter, but it was in the shape of a foot,
Oh, I remember that.
and that was the Dan Schneider era because that was all about foot
I
fetish.
remember that. Oh my god.
That was like the Pizzagate of foot fetish.
He made so many shows.
I was gonna say I totally remember
So-
iCarly and Victorious and all those.
Wait.
There's just all of them at some point were barefoot.
So what's
Yeah.
the issue?
And they would also have things where they would be like, "Hey fans, send in pictures of your feet, and we'll pick the best feet and put it on our
Shut
show."
up.
That's
It's
pretty
true.
But was he beating off to it? If he
For
wasn't,
sure.
Probably, yeah.
For sure.
Oh.
Have you
For
seen him?
sure. This is your fetish, and now you got a tit fetish, and you're just getting just shitloads of tit pictures sent to you. What are
Yeah.
you doing with them? You're picking the best
Who
ones out.
who has a tit fetish? Tits
I don't
are
know.
just
Who,
great.
who
What
the
is
fuck
that?
has a foot fetish?
Because it's weird that.
But so you could have to
Big
have
butt
Big butt
yeah,
fetish.
that's
But
a
not
fetish.
I don't-
Because you have to
there-
have that to get off.
Are there men that don't like big butts?
Yeah.
They're probably just tit men.
They're probably
Yeah.
maybe, or they're little
Guys,
butt
That's
men.
the whole joke of this shirt. Is that it's like
I actually saw this earlier on Facebook. Serious question. Big tits, no ass, or big ass, no tits?
Big ass, no tits.
I'm all the way
Yeah.
with him on that.
Yeah, well, what kind of big ass? Tight big? Like muscular big? Or
Don't be
like,
sexist about it.
Right.
Like, come on. Just
I don't like.
Oh, so for clarification, by that we mean the big in the size that you like. So
Oh,
it's
okay, okay,
not
okay.
just an enormous, chunky
Okay,
fucking cottage
okay,
cheese
okay.
ass
Thank
unless that's
you.
your fetish.
See? A nice, hard athlete butt. She does lots of squats, and it's like,
Word.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
have a
definitely go
fetish-
little boobies and for a better midsection and like butt and legs.
I have a not. It's like a not sexual fetish, like for drinking water. Like I love drinking water. I
What
love
about
staying
if a girl
hydrated.
drinks water?
All right, guys.
I
we're,
just
uh,
like
girl
I like
drinks
drinking
water?
it. It's my satisfaction. That's what matters.
What if a girl drinks water? Does that satisfy you too? You don't.
I
want
don't
to drink
care at
it
all.
for
You could be really unhydrated. I wouldn't even care.
I drink like a gallon a day of water.
Well, I respect that.
You respect me? for
So
it?
would you want a girl to like pour water into your mouth?
Oh, ooh.
Nah. Water. That's like waterboarding.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with being
I don't want to get water.
waterboarded?
No, I don't want to get waterboarded.
But you'd be really hydrated.
It's not a sexual thing. I said. It's just I just like
What
drinking
if-
water.
Who says it's sexual? She's really trying to. You have to give her information, like she's interrogating you.
Am I in need of this water?
I don't know.
Well,
you're
you're-
thirsty.
you're
I don't like
breathing
it that
in.
much.
When you're waterboarded.
Well, then you clearly don't have a fetish for it if you don't like it that much.
It's
You
a very
need it
tiny
too much.
non-sexual fetish. It's just really a preference. I just like to drink water and stay hydrated.
You made me thirsty.
All right. So just so you guys know, we're
Can I have one of these waters?
We're down to one viewer.
Can I have one of these waters?
So maybe we
cares?
should take a break and get some salvia and
Maybe I can take this water.
Why do you have it with you?
no, but we'd
Can
have to
you
go
hand me a
get
water?
some.
No, we don't.
We can find a.
We don't have to be a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
That was probably really loud for the mic.
I mean, if we can do acid, that'd be fun, but it just takes longer to kick in.
That's a long podcast.
Yeah.
The acid podcast.
I'm doing H2O right now.
Well, we got.
Dude,
we have
how
no
do you
more
feel?
water.
I'm feeling my throat is like clear. It's like
So a non-sexual fetish, like in which way do you get excited?
I don't get excited. That's why that's why it's more a preference.
Oh,
That I just like to drink water.
That's the difference. That's like when people, I figured it out, that when people, they go, aren't you afraid to get up in front of those people? And I'm like, no, it's like afraid is like you could die. It's more like nervous.
Yeah. You could die on stage though.
What, a heart attack? That
Yeah.
seems like that's a pre-existing condition. That's not like,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's just
could
a
have died
possibility,
having
though.
sex then.
There could also be like a car that like rams through like the front and takes you out, or like the
again
solar flare.
I feel like I mean, true, there could be a
man. There's never been a solar flare horror movie where like all like the lights and
just shuts
technology go
everything
off,
down.
and then it basically becomes like everybody just all on their own. Like
so
I'm really mad that I can't talk about Magic the Gathering when you said solar flare. Like, you don't even understand what I'm saying right now. Like, it was a deck. This is for you, Big Mike. This is
Mike.
what if, to make it worse, during the solar flare it sunburnt everybody and then they have no power?
It
And,
would do what? It blinds
it
everybody?
sunburnt everybody. Everybody got sunburnt really bad. And then all the aloe is locked away behind electric locks. So now, because the power grid went down, they can't unlock any of the aloe. So all these people have no power. Their AC's out. They're all sunburnt, and they can't get aloe.
You can still recover though without the aloe.
But it's gonna make it way worse. Think about how cold you'll be at night.
Yeah, but if that
It's in the desert where it
You're
gets
not
really
gonna-
cold at night, and they're just sunburnt.
This isn't
No
like
aloe.
this isn't a what if question though. This is just like, what if that happened? I'd be like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, right.
But
You'd
they
be
would have to go
shivering
through
at
that.
night. You'd be shivering at night, and you'd
Yeah,
be like,
man.
oh. I mean, what else is happening in this movie? It's just stepping up. What else is the horror in this movie?
Oh, because everybody would be wanting to kill each other for
Exactly, and they're
like supplies
sunburned.
and stuff.
And they're sunburned.
That could also be a thing. Yeah.
It's just pushes everybody over the edge.
Yeah, I guess. I would already, if I didn't have technology or lights or running water, I'd probably be like on edge.
That's right, and you're sunburned.
Yeah.
Severely sunburned.
You both probably get really badly sunburned.
See?
Yeah, I never got sunburned.
I never got sunburn.
Just once on my ears.
I got it like when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. Like not
You
like
just stay
anytime that I
inside?
can remember. Oh yeah. No, I go out. But
I-
not really.
I gotta get a base.
What?
I gotta get like a little bit of sun, maybe a little burn,
Oh.
and then I'm alright for the rest of the summer. But if I just go from winter out into the beach, I'm gonna fucking burn and peel.
I thought you were talking about getting a bass like an instrument.
Like a what?
I thought you were starting a band about sunburn.
I was trying to call a smoke shop to see if there's one half a mile away from just to see if they had salvia, but their phone number's disconnected, so
That's probably a bad sign.
or a sign
The
that
one
you
right by
really need
Pizza
it.
One probably. Well,
That,
I mean,
the
that's.
one in Wayne.
I'm sure they all
Yeah.
have it.
I'm sure they. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's alright. We can't do salvia every time.
we could do it every time we do.
I would
a
just
podcast.
rather smoke weed, but. Can we do that?
Yeah,
Is
but
that
you're not gonna sit here and go, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
You're not even.
Yeah, we all seen most of us
No,
smoke.
just-
It's not as entertaining. Let's see. From the fans at home,
I'm
should
glad
we
this is
do
coming
salvia?
Well, we're not on this podcast, obviously. So next time you'll have to
We'll have it
get
ready.
your salvia ready. Next time, I think we're gonna do we need to do the podcast in conjunction with the headshot photo shoot, and I even have a green backdrop so we could do green screen stuff. So you could do your headshot in front of the Great Wall of China, or whatever.
Yeah, like from space.
Or like, have you ever seen that big Pokemon statue in like New Orleans?
In
There's a-
space.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. New Orleans.
pretty sure it was in New Orleans. It was just a Pokemon statue somebody made and put out there.
Louisiana looks like a foot. Do you think? Do you
foot?
think he?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Definitely
was his
went to
name?
Louisiana.
Dan
Schneider.
Schneider.
Does he live in
I was gonna say Dan
Louisiana?
Harmon for a second. I don't know. Probably LA. No.
He summers in Italy.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew who I was talking about?
No,
Like,
I'm joking.
oh.
I have no idea.
We're
But it
talking
looks
about
like a boot.
places that look like feet.
he looks like a guy who.
He loves Adidas.
He looks like if Patrick Star was like a person with hair. Like he just expands like a triangle. Like
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He looks like a foot himself.
oh, you know what? Don Vito from Viva La Bam. He has the Don Vito like that jiggle,
yeah?
that thing underneath. I don't
How
know.
do you spell his name?
Dan Schneider.
He's
Schneider.
SCH. Yeah.
He looks like the guy that remember making the band, Lou Pearlman.
Yeah.
He was like same thing, big fat rich dude, fucking 8 chins.
Oh,
What do you got going on over there?
I
Yusef?
know.
Just no
You've
filter
seen him.
Paul.
He was. Wasn't he the guy that He was on All That, right?
He produced it.
Yeah.
He's worked with everybody. He's done every live action like Nick show. But that's like a huge conspiracy.
He has a big foot fetish.
Right before like the Me Too movement like really started is when he like got paid to leave, and he got like his like large sum to like
But did he?
get out of town.
But did he
That
do
makes sense.
anything?
Probably not
Probably.
anything illegal, but definitely something that would get the network in trouble.
I could see him doing
if
something
he
illegal.
has all those, like, I'm sure people know he's masturbating to those foot pictures. They're just not saying.
Oh man, this isn't.
Yeah, go
this
ahead
isn't
and
a
do
good
that.
picture.
Oh, I closed it out.
What was he doing? Touching somebody there? What's going on?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
He's like,
oh my
ass.
goodness. He looks like he would. Oh, he was on some shows himself.
Yeah.
Dude.
Which one? Oh, he's the creepy looking
Which
guy.
one?
Yeah, I know exactly right when you see his
Yeah,
hand.
He has the Don Vito chin, right?
If you couldn't
Yeah.
tell that he was a creeper,
No, they could.
For those of you at home, this isn't gonna work. It's the creepy guy that looks like
that's
Brandon
touching
if
the
he had no
young
beard.
girl.
Why do you have to go there?
I don't know. I think it'd be good to compare you to somebody famous, which also a little bit creepy. Cause like the amount. All right, so we all know this. You have the most confidence when it comes to talking to women out of almost any comedian that I know. I know that you talk to more women. I've seen you talk to more women than any other comedian, and
You love their
sometimes
feet.
it's to the point
Oh
where
yeah, you do have the foot fetish.
I don't have a foot fetish.
Brandon fucking loves feet. Do you remember that old joke he used to do about feet?
Do you remember the albums of like all the photos of feet that he has?
And the quick jokes he wrote about him?
Yeah, like his phone wallpaper and everything.
I just remember the one time Brandon asked me to take off my shoes at his house.
Oh yeah, and like
But
jack
everybody
him off
else
with
was
your
wearing
feet.
shoes. Well, I
Oh.
didn't want to say that on camera, but
Oh,
I think that was Jesse.
do you have a foot fetish? I'm sorry, I didn't
No,
mean
I
to out you
don't.
as a
No,
foot
the internet
fetishist.
thinks he does now,
Yeah,
though.
the whole of 2 people on the internet think I have a foot fetish.
Now those guys don't have to look up the picture. You probably could.
I wish you did salvia on this one and then just started talking about feet.
It's still possible. You just have to pause.
The
Imagine-
only thing about feet though.
And we need a bowl.
Dude, I skip, like, it bothers me when I'm, like, watching porn and then there's just, like, random feet stuff. Like, it's not a part of it and they don't advertise it. Like, they'll just, like, the dude will be fucking and he'll just, like, have her legs in the air, but he'll just, like, start licking her toe. Like, and you can tell that he wasn't
I
directed.
like it when they just bang their feet. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's gross.
With their feet together.
So
Like
Brandon,
apes.
do you have the
Just
opposite of a foot
pull their legs
fetish?
together and
Like,
Wait, do it.
you just not like feet?
like put their feet together like that.
I think they're
It sucks
necessary
that
to
hard.
walk.
Well, no,
Like,
I mean like in sexual
No.
preferences.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Like you could probably fuck a girl
No,
with
I
no
mean,
feet.
I guess I like nice looking feet, but there's not a turn on.
So
to
are
it.
you really like Dan Schneider then?
No.
You like feet?
I'll go one further. Their feet just have to not look like talons.
I had never seen a foot that I was like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, but as long as it doesn't look like a witch's foot.
Even if I
think
see like
I'm
a,
alright.
like a good foot, I'm just like, feet are weird. That's like it looks like a misshapen hand. You just melded together.
Smash down
And the
here.
thumb came up.
Yeah, somehow the thumb is the longest of the
No, it's not.
of the finger toes.
The big toe is
It's just
definitely the
toe
thumb of the
fingers.
foot.
It's just the highest
Feet
one.
fingers.
Feet fingers.
It's actually just the highest one. I mean, if you measure it, they're mostly the same length.
I would say my
Obviously
next
not the
one's
pinky one.
longer.
Yeah.
Oh, that means that's something. I
If
think
you
that
go-
means,
Roman or
yeah,
some
Roman.
shit like that.
You're like a Greek god or something. Like a demigod.
What?
If your
Your
middle
next
toe.
toe is longer than your big toe.
Yeah, it means you're like a demon.
Yeah. Means I have royal blood from the old Roman days.
He's got a royal Roman blood.
Someone
And
said
nose.
there was
Vic.
something online. There's something about like the
Yeah, your
length
fingers, too.
of these 2 fingers, not your middle finger, your pointer and your ring finger, would like determine whether you're gay or
I
not.
can't like put my hands together because my fingers are so broken up.
But what's crazy
How'd
is
you
like
do
so
that?
like
These are all different accidents.
Alright.
Do you want to
Tell
delve
us.
in?
Do you,
Tell us.
I'll tell you what.
How did you break your fingers so many times?
I'm very clumsy. That's why I never became a skater.
That was your original dream?
I grew up watching Jackass like since I was like.
Oh, I
5.
thought you meant like a figure skater.
Oh no! Like skateboarding was like everything I watched.
And so then that's how you did your fingers?
No, I fell out of trees and stuff, and like, one time I had those paper cutters, like the big ones that you go like,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
My finger got like half caught in that.
Uh-huh.
It snapped in the middle.
Jesus.
Like my thumb is my only one that's like this is my best thumb. Like all the other fingers kind of like are not that good.
This is your best thumb. Out of two, yeah.
If I was
you should
gonna
have the
like
best.
do anything with my hands, like thumb wrestling is like this is my thumb wrestling career, like
so
hand.
you just gotta ask him to do with the opposite hand, and he's done.
Yeah.
Go lefty. Cool. That's not really
Swanky.
cool. We gotta start
you-
talking about interesting shit.
We
Do you
are.
have like? Did your bones shatter in ways, or were they clean breaks?
Ooh, my knee shattered.
Do you have like bone parts in your meat somewhere? Like
Probably,
just-
I guess, right? Unless, yeah. 'Cause
No,
didn't
they
kick it
usually
out.
Your
dissolve.
knee
Yeah,
shattered.
they would dissolve.
It shattered like.
Piece, yeah. There's a thing that in the middle that goes like this, and I tried to do a power slide when I watched Tenacious D.
How many-
And the Pick of Destiny, but I just jumped up and just landed on my knees.
How many hours
Wasn't
were?
moving.
How many hours were you in surgery for?
I don't know. I was out for it.
They didn't tell you.
I mean, they probably did, but I forgot. That was beginning of high school.
But you were like, you almost died, right?
Oh, in the car accident?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a difference.
yeah. That was I was talking about doing a power slide. That was when I got T-boned in a big Ford truck
Yeah.
against a telephone pole.
We didn't even think about that. That guy basically half murdered you.
You've
You've been half murdered a lot, actually.
Oh shit!
Somehow
Your
you
joke is a
just
I have
fucking lie.
I have a bit about being half murdered and how I'd hate to be half murdered.
you
Then you would
been-
have to live that way. You're living half murdered.
Yeah.
Where are your
Oh,
scars?
shit.
He wants to see them. Are they on your feet?
I
Do
don't
you have
really
any
have.
scars on your feet, Chris?
This one's like probably my worst scar.
I think I just want
Brandon would
to
like to see
tits.
them.
No, I don't have any like scars here or anything.
On your feet? Do you have any
I've
on
only-
your feet that
I've
you
had-
could see?
How do you not have
Oh, my
scars on
feet.
your body if you... Are they on your
Well,
back?
Most of my stuff was like hands. Like I had hands and knee. This didn't need anything.
But how does the spinal palm? What is spinal about?
It was actually because that's the whole reason why they said I was in a car accident. I got T-boned and I had like my back like thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
It was just thrown out of alignment, but they couldn't do anything about it. So it's just kind of like a fucked up like.
Oh, so your back's permanently out of alignment? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
You need to do
Yeah.
yoga.
Oh.
I like doing yoga. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help it. I got lots of scars.
Yeah, you actually have because I have small incisions and stuff. Like this is the biggest one. Like it's very tiny.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Well, yeah, I guess hand surgery is different.
A lot of the times they operated from the top. I have like pictures of like poles sticking out.
That's gross.
There was one time a guy had to like pull it out, and it was just like a fountain coming out.
I pulled my own pins out of this thumb, and I worked at a tanning salon, and the owner didn't show up to relieve me from work, so I found a steak knife that had a rounded end, and I cut my cast off. And my friends had told me just grab a hold of the pins and turn them, and they'll break loose, and then just pull on them, and they'll just pop out. So when I took my cast off, they stuck out of my hand like half an inch. And I told my friend, the first one I put my hand on the thing, and I pulled on it, and then finally it was like shh, and came all the way out. And it was that long. I thought it was gonna be like.
That's what
an
it felt
inch
like when they
long.
took. I had one that went down my whole pinky. Like
Yeah.
it went down the full way. It was down to like here.
How about if they touched it before they pulled it out, if it got grazed with anything?
Oh.
Because it was straight into bones.
It was
your
straight
skin
into the
didn't
bone.
Feel anything? So it would just like vibrated your bones inside.
I remember banging like I had something like that for my leg, and then I banged like into
A
something.
halo or an external fixator.
It was like that was like the worst pain ever. That was like it was like a shocking like it was like
Yeah.
a jolt. You're just like oh,
Yeah,
it was
straight
like
to
the
your
worst
bone.
pain.
It's so creepy.
Straight to bone pain.
So then I told my friend that was with me, I go, hey, pull this other one out because I'm gonna throw up. And he's like, no way, I don't want to get sued for malpractice. And I'm like, you're not a fucking doctor, you idiot. Like, I'm not, I shouldn't be
was
doing
this a biker guy?
No, it was
Oh.
just a friend from school. My bike friends probably would have just fucking ripped the thing out. I was like 20 at the time,
Oh, okay.
or 19. And so he wouldn't do it. So then I had to pull the next one out too. I did not throw up. I got him out.
What's your worst bone break? What's your lamest one? Because I have a lame. Like one time
Lamest?
I broke like part of
Like
my
the
finger.
lamest way of breaking
I
something?
I hit a volleyball in high school, and like just from this, like a
Yeah.
regular thing,
I
and they were just like, oh, it broke.
I went to catch a football, and it caught me right in the tip of the pinky, and it bent my pinky back and broke the knuckle.
I had that happen with the baseball.
Yeah, that's gay. That's a gay way to break
Yeah.
something.
I've
Do you have
never.
any bone breaks?
I drink a lot of milk, and Brandon drinks a lot of chocolate milk, so I'm guessing neither of us.
Oh yeah, you probably have crazy bones.
Oh, I have never broken a bone. I have scars, but I've never broken a bone.
But if you don't ever fall, you're probably not going to break a bone.
That's the milk gang.
How many sports did you play?
Scarring.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I played like all of them, I guess, but like when I was young.
Yeah, when you were still rubber.
Yeah.
Rubber.
Although I fucking broke
When you were
my
still a
tip
malleable
fib when I
baby.
was 9. Snowboarding in the backyard. I ran on the driveway and I fell face first on the ice and split my cheek open when I was like super young.
Mm-hmm.
Longest surgery I did my meniscus, broke my tibial plateau and my tib fib down here, so they plate here and fix my meniscus. That was 7 hours of surgery.
They just go on their phones. They're like, nah. Do you get like you
Is
don't
there
like hearing
is
about
there
that, or is it just
anyone
boring?
is there anyone in the Nyack comedy scene who can sell me weed tonight?
This is not
Please.
incriminating at all. Just comment below.
Nobody's actually watching anymore. I don't. Think.
Don't comment, but just bring stuff and I'll bring money and then we'll talk. We can.
Yusef
do
is
that.
handling the social media requests here. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we're just figuring out. I asked people if they have any questions or anything like that, and then I think it's just me that's watching.
Yeah, nobody
Oh.
cares.
No one gives a
I didn't
shit
share
because
it.
no one is freaking out.
Because no one knows who we are. Yeah, that's why everybody's checked in, huh?
What?
They're like, let's see if somebody's fucking twisted off salvia right now. And they go, this sucks.
Yeah, we're actually just talking, trying to have substantive conversations.
I mean, we've been doing this for 50 minutes. 51:17.
Shit, man. Look at this guy blowing up. You talking to 2 guys from Jersey podcast?
That's right.
What
Shout
up?
out.
Chris de Blasio. Who is the other guy on the on that podcast?
Who's the other guy from New Jersey?
Yeah.
It's Erin Wahlberg, but she's not a guy.
Right, so I'm slightly...
Sorry.
Whoa, come
I'm
on,
trying
you're
to-
that guy that calls up to the radio show?
I'm
still
trying to figure out how to
listening the
share
radio?
it.
There's a share button on the. Yeah, there you go.
So did the other guy leave, or was it some kind of pun about Chris being big and he was both of them?
Well, he's listening now.
Who's the other guy? How is there 2 guys from Jersey, but there's 1 guy and a girl?
Yeah, Chris de Blasio, if you want to
Whom?
comment.
Whom?
Oh, he said it. His friend Rocky.
But is he still there?
Rocky is such a cool name.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Is Rocky still on the show?
He says, yes, Erin is on the show now.
Does Rocky punch meat?
I actually went to
Can he
high
fight?
school with Aaron, but we were obviously in different social circles, so we didn't know each other at all.
Yeah, so it's Chris, Rocky, and Erin.
Okay, so there is 2 guys.
Yeah. And they're both from Jersey.
There you go. I saw him with Jim Mack the other day, and I was like, he's not from fucking Jersey. You can't be claiming that one.
I'm starting to think that like more than half the states of this country just don't matter. Like there's so many people.
What did I come
that,
back
like-
to? I was sharing the link. What?
Oh, we're the only one of the states we're in is one of the few states in the country that matters. Like
I think
there's just a lot of country. Like you have to remind yourself that Delaware is a state. Like Delaware isn't like a state that you think of as like a name. It's like 3 syllables that you put together, and you're like, oh right, that's a place that people live in.
Yeah, I think all states matter. I don't know.
all states matter.
Except for Connecticut.
Oh shit.
Connecticut doesn't count. Joe
Hashtag
Rogan,
all states matter.
Joe Rogan says Connecticut is just a highway that you get to better states.
I bet.
Every single state I've
Do you
been to
think
has
you-
like all its own like different stuff. Like
Can
North
you
Carolina was crazy.
If you were challenged, could you name all 50 states?
you have to give me enough time. I could do it.
Google it.
You think you
No,
could?
I have to do it. I just have to like just. I'm gonna have to sit here for like 5 hours like this, and I'll finally
do
remember
you know
everything.
how to do that?
5
How-
hours
how's
it
your
would take you.
I don't know.
Like, click on
I
it,
guarantee
match
you
the video, but I
you'd
can't
be
do
able
it
to
on here.
like You'd be able to like rattle off 49, and then I'd be like, you forgot Wyoming, and you'd be like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
because Wyoming is one of those states that doesn't matter.
Wait, did it go off again?
No,
No.
we're just trying to get Chris de Blasio on here. He's
Get
going
him
to be our
on.
first podcast guest.
What?
It's the internet.
Is that Nick?
No, I don't. Wait, it's my apartment. I mean,
I can do the Capitals too. He could do it right now. He said he could do all 50 states and the Capitals.
Who?
Chris de Blasio. Hopefully that's
You're a
not
teacher.
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking count.
Uh-oh. Bring me
Internet
on the video,
police.
bitches.
Let's see. Pin comment.
We're trying.
No.
Which car is it? Not the truck? Okay, one second.
I'm not
white
that
car?
good, Chris.
Yeah, not the truck, and whoever is parked on the side, not towards the back. Did you park next to Clint's truck?
Yeah, me and Chris did.
One of you need to move.
All right.
I don't know which person.
We will be right back. Well, I will.
Chris, I'm not
Whoever-
smart
whoever's
enough to
the-
know how to do this.
Whoever's the closest to the house. Move.
Yeah, that's Nick.
Okay.
But can I park in front of this truck that's over by the gate?
Yeah.
you go over here.
No problem.
Click on his icon.
I did. It just opened up the page. Oh, maybe before I clicked on it. Hold on.
Chris de Blasio.
Maybe it's up here. Play. No.
Let me say. Click on me and it should say bring on video. Maybe in our video in the comments you gotta click on
I'm
him.
on him in the comments.
Oh, word. We're not as good as this as you are,
Friends,
de Blasio.
following message. It says play. What the hell does that mean?
Played 4 picks, 1 word. You can play a game with him. It should say bring on live or something, he said. But I don't see that either.
Nope.
We can pin his comment.
Yeah, I can
I'm a
pin your
fat
comments
idiot.
somewhere.
No, you're fat, but you're not an idiot. We like you.
We're obviously the idiots. We don't know.
Yeah,
how to
we
do
can't
this.
figure this shit out. Maybe if you click on the 2 eyes, like maybe then you can add him on the video, like the
I
people
did
watching
it over here.
on the left, like where it says live, and then to the right of that little, maybe there. I didn't do anything either.
No.
Settings, that little setting bar, that wheel that was on the bottom here. 4 dicks, 1 word.
Nope.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What?
You don't know how to do this, do you, Chris?
What?
How to add a
Somebody
guest.
to the video.
Oh, I have no idea.
I feel like you'd
That's
be-
right. You don't have any idea.
You're still
There.
broadcasting. Fucking millennials.
Was that all live?
Actually,
This is
oh,
all
we are
live.
millennials.
I just shared it on Twitter. I was like, "Hey, come watch me on a podcast," and then I just wasn't there
Yeah,
for like 2 minutes.
this is.
Are we broadcasting this page?
No.
All right. Yeah, that's gonna have to be. We'll have to research into that. Sorry, Chris.
It's all good.
Sorry, we couldn't have you on the show, Chris.
Yeah, we definitely want
Next
you
time.
on the next one. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah, next time we'll have you on.
I understand. I'm willing to go barefoot next time.
Next time, if we have you on.
Yeah, I'll go
take your shoes
barefoot
off? All right.
if Brandon wants. That's necessary.
Otherwise, he can't be down in his room. Can't have those things all locked up like that.
Mm.
You know, those little cages.
Yeah, where you
Gotta
keep
let him out.
Your feet,
Be, right?
his little toes he cuts off.
Why don't you take him out and just like run him across his leg?
I'm trying to figure this out too.
The bigger the foot,
What would I take as a souvenir if I was a serial
the
killer?
bigger the foot, the bigger the
I wondered.
fetish. Huh? Look at these things.
Yeah, when you asked me if I had a big foot fetish. I thought you meant like just a large
feet.
foot fetish.
No, I just meant in general.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Oh.
But he likes them if they're bigger.
Do you?
No.
Oh.
I dated a girl with like really long feet once, like really skinny, like long feet, and it was like it looked weird.
Like a flipper? Like a
Yeah.
Whoa. It's clown
Yeah.
feet.
She also
Sideshow
she
Mel.
also had feathers. Guys, I dated a duck.
He had
Oh.
feathers. Now you've
You're a
got my
silly
attention.
goose.
I was thinking about asking like who's the worst person you ever dated, but that's gonna like just bring up fucking shitty people and giving them credit for where they don't deserve it. So who's the best person you ever? No, that's also a shitty question. Yeah.
That's me being upset about
trying
the
to
best
think.
person that I ever had that I'm not dating anyway.
I mean, I have what I think is a funny story about the worst person I ever dated. I can
Alright,
say it without
so-
using their names, but
That's probably smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just call
Especially
that
since
person.
this is on Facebook, where all the people you know from your past are on.
that's true.
We can call her Megan.
I just remember I know this person now is like a very radical feminist, and I just like she was this way while she was dating
I
this
just
guy.
don't, I don't know, like if personal like relationships or something you should just be like openly speaking about.
Oh no, it's not about me.
But you were in a relationship.
Yeah. No, but it has
This
nothing to
person.
do with my relationship.
Wait, what were you gonna talk about then?
Oh, their relationship.
Like their new one?
Like a different one. Just rumors. I just want to spread rumors.
But that just
Guys, Garrett has AIDS. Garrett has AIDS, and E.C. Winkler kicks blacks. That's
Oh yeah. Well, I think he kicked in past tense. I don't know if he still kicks blacks.
kicks blacks.
He definitely did in his past. So Chris,
So did you want me to continue or
Wait, does Jason actually have AIDS?
no? Garrett has AIDS.
Yeah, but what about Jason?
No, Jason is.
Someone just told
Now
me
we're
that, so
getting now we're getting weird.
Yeah.
No, wait,
Now
I
you're
just want,
talking
I,
about
think
a
I want
men's illness.
confirmation if that's. I heard it's not true.
All
Like,
right.
isn't that not true?
It's
We don't have to say anything on camera.
Oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to bring this up.
No, don't bring up the thing on his cheek that one guy that looked like a.
see why couldn't talk shit about my ex without using
Yeah.
their names, but you like just outed someone by name for having AIDS.
Oh.
Well, he's been open.
I'm so used to everybody
he's been
joking
open,
about it.
but he's also been open. He does say
I'm so
about
used
it.
to everybody at every single mic joking about it. Like that's
Yeah.
all I ever hear. Which is
Anyway,
why
I'm
I
gonna
finally wanted to ask.
I'm gonna continue with
I
my
guess this
story
wasn't
now
the
because
time.
now we have no rules. So
Yeah, I guess
this person
that's my
is
bad.
now,
Sorry.
and I have known her as this like hardcore radical feminist for like at least like 7 or 8 years, and including the time she was dating this guy who I had heard through the grapevine there was a period in their relationship where he cheated on her, and then she like took him back, and then like one time they got into a fight, and he literally was like, well, all right, I'm gonna go to this such and such person's house, and like just used it as like a tool to like control her, and she just like bought into it. But this was still while she was proclaiming strong female empowerment.
Because it's just the same thing as like when people have party affiliations. Their party people can do whatever and it's justifiable, and the other party does anything.
Oh yeah, because the guy like listened to the Beatles and had flippy hair, and he was
whatever. So that if it's on the team
all
that you don't
progressive,
like,
but
Yeah.
still used like basically. It was like almost like a reverse slut shaming. It was like a prude shaming. Like, well, you're not fucking me, so I'm gonna go to this chick's house, and then
prude shaming. Prudes should be shamed.
Yeah, but so should like sluts, even man sluts, a little bit. Because
See,
I was
well,
actually
we've already other people have established that fat shaming works. I think we need to we should bring back shaming just in general. Why is shame not an emotion people are allowed to feel anymore? I think we should all feel a little shame sometimes.
everybody grammar shames me. It's motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Grammar
Oh, really?
shaming work.
Yeah, no, now
I still feel bad about
Doesn't work. I'm
outing
not
Jason.
learning it.
We're gonna see him tonight, right? I gotta apologize.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Now I feel really bad.
Well, you
though.
can. I don't think he's seen the video, but then if you say that, he's gonna probably want to watch. So yeah, get
That's
us
good.
some more
That gets
views.
us one more viewer.
That's true.
That's perfect.
You know what?
Let's out more people.
I'll
Out
save
everybody.
I'll save you here by saying he does not have AIDS. He has HIV.
Yeah.
So if he's gonna get mad at anyone for portraying it accurately, it's me.
So basically, he's like a Magikarp. He doesn't have.
So
Gyarados.
Garrett has more AIDS than he does.
Yeah, Garrett had a Magikarp, and now he has a Gyarados.
I don't really know Pokemon that much, but I love Gyarados.
Hold on.
Gyarados was always cool.
Hold on.
In fact, you knew
Hold on.
that what the fuck he was talking about?
Clint, this is
No,
I know
what
you're
talking about, but I just
Clint,
wanted to address.
Clint, you're a little older, but we need to address this. He just called it a Gyarados.
Gyarados.
What?
What is
You-
it?
you-
Gyarados?
You said Gyarados.
I only know first
Yeah,
generation.
because I like gyros.
I like
I know.
gyros too, but you
Euros.
It's gyrodos.
Gyros, yeah.
It's two gyros.
it's gyros.
All right, whatever.
You're gonna be really full.
All right, so
So is lamb a gyro, but chicken is a souvlaki? Even though they're wrapped and put
Wait,
in the
can
same
you?
thing.
Because
What?
can people of Islam not eat lamb?
no, we can. We eat the fuck out of lamb. We
You
have-
guys eat goat.
They
Yep.
eat is lamb.
I don't. Not Muslims. That's just Arabs. And
Yeah,
mainly,
no,
not
no,
even
like
just
halal
Arab.
places sell
Wait,
goat.
what's wrong with the goat?
Yeah, like
Huh?
What's wrong with the goat?
It's just not
It's
it's
lamb.
more like Bengali Arab
Yeah.
places and
'Cause
Indian.
I was
and
working with this
Pakistani.
guy and he stopped at a halal place and he was like eating goat.
could eat a goat.
But it was like mixed in with rice, but like the pieces of goat still had bone in it. I was
Yeah.
like, why would you have
How they do
pieces
it.
of meat with bone mixed
Ever.
in
They
with
Ever.
rice?
smash that
Ever.
shit up.
Oh, you don't like
Hammer.
bone-in wings? That's right.
Huh.
Ever?
What?
They do. That's no shit.
You don't like bone-in
China,
wings?
China's the same
Why
way.
would you want bones in something you're eating?
I mean,
So you know it's real. Countries that were really poor at one time, like China, they had.
They would give them all hot dogs.
you only eat boneless
yeah,
wings?
exactly.
You only eat boneless wings?
I don't really have wings.
Oh,
I'm not
I was gonna
a
say
fan.
those
Basically,
are
chicken
chicken
fingers,
nuggets.
yeah.
Those are chicken. Yeah.
I don't even. I'm not a big like wing person.
Oh.
How
You
do
don't like.
buffalo fly with
What
those
about
little wings?
what about
How do buffalo fly with those little wings?
what about steak? You don't like steak? Like a T-bone or a tomahawk or
Oh, I guess. What's tomahawk?
Yeah, what is that? Is that an Indian steak?
no? It's just like
Native
it's a
American
big
steak.
bone that like extends out. It just you have to eat around bones sometimes. You don't like steak.
That's what I call my dick.
All I'm saying is I don't prefer bone in what
Tomahawk.
I'm eating. If I was eating like a sandwich from Subway, I would hate if there was bone in my Subway sandwich.
That's different
That's a sandwich.
than having a
I just mean in
steak.
general, in food, I don't want
What
bones
about
in
a
my
steak?
food.
Meat like cooking with the bone makes meat taste different. Like it makes it taste better.
Yeah.
You just prefer it get.
But then you cut it out before it touches his fucking plate.
Yeah, you better cut it out.
Yo, China, they for
I'm
real.
not eating bone.
Yo, they for real took a hammer and smashed the stuff down. They just broke the bones inside the fucking meat with a hammer and served it that way. You had to constantly chew stuff and take the bones out of your mouth.
In
That's
where?
kind of fucked.
China.
What did they smash? A goat?
No,
Just
chicken.
any meat.
Oh,
But
oh
yeah,
man.
that's really shitty.
There's not that much effort that they
It's
have to
like-
put on their part.
That's why
That's
I
just
hate
lazy.
fish.
Like I was told, they didn't used to have. They were so poor. It was a communist country. They had to wait in lines for shit. Nobody was given like meat, so that if you had meat, you were thought to have money. So people would take like fucking oil and put it on their lips so it looked like they're like fat. So it looked like they just ate fucking meat. And so that you knew that the meat was real, they would leave the bones in. So that way you know that you're not eating some like whatever.
Eggplant.
What is it? Or yeah, exactly. Or soy or whatever they do. What do they have?
Oh yeah, like the fucking.
But see,
vegan
eggplant would
meats.
be okay because eggplant is a meat.
Of vegetables.
It's just meat, man. Have you
I-
ever?
you know
have
what?
You ever eaten it?
I
What
guarantee.
does that shit taste like? Shit tastes
It
like
doesn't
meat.
matter what it tastes like. It matters its composition.
Alright,
No, it matters.
let's
It's
see.
texture, which is umami, which is
Chris
the
is on here.
word for
Umami.
which is the word for meaty.
Oh, I see
Savory.
now. There's a little button right here to add him. I can't. hear
Oh,
him
it's
right
because
now.
he's on his phone. Maybe.
But you can do this and send a request. But yeah,
So
so
he can send me a request?
possibly.
Send me a
Or
request
maybe
on
is he
here.
still listing off all the states right now? Because we don't have them on volume.
Like, think about it.
Yeah,
Eggplant emojis are used to represent dicks, and you also tell a girl, want to see my meat.
So if you go to Chris de Blasio,
I just thought that was because it was shaped the same.
But it's meat.
Yeah, but it's just shaped in a similar way.
Eggplants totally
Hi,
aren't
Chris.
shaped like
I don't know
dicks.
if
But I don't think that's like the
Oh, he
intention
can't.
of
I gotta
the
type
emoji.
I think it's more that they taste like meat versus they're actually shaped like dicks, because dicks aren't shaped like that.
It's just that's the one out of any
But
emoji.
why does the
that's shaped
emoji
most like
work?
that.
What bananas are probably more shaped like a dick?
But that one's peeled. It doesn't fit.
That's true.
If it was a peeled banana, it probably would have been banana. Is what I'm saying. The shape.
See, I think the problem is
There's not a
that
potato.
he's on his phone.
A potato
And
is
we're on
more-
the computer. I think that's why we can't do it. Are they on their podcast right now?
Yeah, because it said James live. James Mack just went live with them.
Alright, well here's we can do it like Joe Rogan style. I just asked him if I can join his video. Oh, James Mack's on it.
I mean, we gotta get going soon. I'm gonna poop, and then we can.
What time do we have to head out, by the way?
Oh, it's 6 already, and
'Cause I just want to go home and change to nicer clothes, but I could be quick.
oh really? I thought we were just dipping from here. I didn't know you.
We can. I don't need to change.
All right, people. You don't need to listen to us figure out when we're going to this mic. So, thank you for watching and commenting. Chris, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have to do it from a phone because this is from my laptop, and for some reason, I don't know how to do it. But we will do it again for sure. Everybody, thank you. And we got some shows coming up, right? Or I'm on Nikki's.
Oh,
I'm on Laugh It Up Tuesday tomorrow night
wait.
at Nikki's.
We're plugging our shows. What's the one that we're on?
Yeah, so Chris and I are both going to be on Laugh It Up Tuesday on November 6th, Election Day. Make sure you vote and then come out and see us.
Or don't vote and just go there early.
Just get there early and get drunk before the show starts.
Yeah. Don't worry about voting.
Am I blocking you? No. Yeah. There's a delay. All right, people. And check out ClintEsposito.com. It's got all shows up on there and the open mic and all that. Peace.